Do you have a cup?
Hi, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from WisdomSeekers.net, and I'm here today for water, which includes Capricorn, Scorpio, and Pisces, and it's for February 9th to the 25th to the 15th, 2020. And I'm going to jump into it. The first card, it's a pretty cool card, actually. It's Manifest. And manifesting has to do with how you feel and what you deserve. If you feel you deserve something, it's very likely you can manifest it. If you do not feel you deserve it, then the likelihood of you manifesting something is probably pretty low. So just make sure you feel like you deserve something. That you have the right to it. Not that you deserve it, that you have the right to it. There's a slight difference. You might feel you deserve something, but not feel you're good enough to have it. But if you feel you have the right to it, and you then the likelihood is it will be part of who you are. And manifesting is actually quite an art. But that's another story. So 8 of Pentacles is the base card. That's a master craftsman. And is saying that those who are interested in what I'm saying this week, water are master craftsmen. They're good at their job. They're confident in what they do. And they like what they do. They're also highly spiritual. And because they're very spiritual, they carry joy with them wherever they go. Joy and just the knowledge that what you're doing is the right thing. It doesn't matter what other people think is right or not. You know that for you, what you're doing is right. And that gives you a sense of joy, a sense of accomplishment. What's behind this? Water is the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups, it's a card of frustration. It's a minor frustration. It's, you know darn well there's a way out of the situation, out of what you've gone through. You just haven't been able to find it. Obviously, for this week, you're finding it because so far the cards are very positive. And this card is a 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands is all about being very happy, being on top of the world, but at the same time, very grounded. And that's something that you've heard me preach over and over again, is about remaining grounded. So what's coming up for the week is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands as an energy is an energy of completion. You've learned something. You've got past this stage of frustration, knowing there's a way and not knowing how to get there, to knowing how to get there, being very happy about it, and now it's completed. And when you complete a new cycle, it brings you new knowledge, and you have more knowledge. And I'm talking about, well, intuitive knowledge, actually, more than book learning knowledge. It's knowledge that you just know is right. It's not I believe it's right. I don't have a belief in it. That's exactly what it is. Intuitive knowledge. And the intuitive knowledge is big for you this week. And this intuitive knowledge is not the kind that just you sit passively and wait for it to come to you. This is one where you go actively looking for answers. There will be a bit of frustration because of things. Nobody is happy with patience. Everybody wants things now. And that's not everybody, of course, but the majority of people are frustrated with being patient and waiting. So they can't see what's coming. They can only see what they've got, and they want what they know is their right, their birthright, soon. Along with the King of along with the Queen of Wands, that comes the King of Pentacles, and that's confidence in and looking after themselves, knowing who they are, knowing what they want, and being comfortable, grounded. That's the key word. It's grounded. The King of Pentacles is very, very grounded, sometimes to the point of boring, but still grounded. And the next one is, this is a week for you to look forward, which I don't recommend as a general rule, but you look forward and figure out what you want in your life. That's the intuition part, right? Figure out, but remember, you have a choice. You have always got a choice. It's how you view things. Now choose to view things with bright, brilliant colors. You can choose the beiges and the boring. It's safe. Or you can choose the brilliance, the greens, the bright blues, and have a joyful life. But it's also a week of taking control. Control is never a word that you want to use, honestly. Taking over your right of being who you are. Being the one who chooses your own destiny. And this is the Three of Wands is the business card, but it is a woman who has chosen her own destiny. It's a very positive card. It's a very happy card. The dogs are eating, and they're eating very loudly. My apologies. I don't know what they're eating either, which is kind of scary. Oh, okay. So it's not nothing important. It's just a pig skin. Three of Wands is being the one who chooses your destiny, and I'm going to leave it at that. So this is a week of manifesting, exactly what the card said. Manifesting your destiny, manifesting that which you choose to have in your life. And I want you to stop and be very clear. Don't manifest the wrong. There's nothing wrong. You can't choose a wrong thing. But manifest proudly, manifest huge, manifest large, manifest the perfect love. Not the love of, well, that guy likes me, so I'll choose him. Or that girl's okay. It's not exactly what I want, but she's close, so I'll choose her. Manifest the perfect love. Manifest the perfect lifestyle. And that might simply be living in a home with 10 dogs. Or it might be climbing Kilimanjaro or traveling the world. That is the bright spot for many people. Travel. And how many people actually get out and travel? So choose wisely what you want. Don't choose because society says I'm supposed to do that, have 2.1 kids, that you're going to find a mate, get married, have a nice house in the suburbs. Don't choose that unless that's exactly what you want. And make sure that's exactly what you want, because you're going to manifest it. And of course, to do all this, we want to remain in balance. And that is my byword. That's the word, what I'm always complaining of people. Be balanced, breathe, grab air, do meditations, blank the mind, but be in balance. Okay? And with that, I am open and willing to talk. Aren't I always willing to talk?
Lightning Spark 100 says hello to you both.
Hi, Lightning.
Happy Spark says hi, or Happy Tears. Sorry.
Happy Tears.
Tay Tay asks, hey Eliz-sha and Elle, I want to know if my ancestors have any messages for me.
Well, it's the same message you've been receiving for quite a while, actually, and it's that you're quite capable. You don't believe in yourself, but you are actually quite capable, and it's all right for you to get out there and start doing. It doesn't mean you have to start a show like mine or anything like that, but you have the ability. And I think basically more than anything, what they're trying to say is, trust yourself more, and you're getting there. I can see you're getting there. But what basically what they were saying is, get out there and do. Get out and find your niche. And your niche is not anything what you think it is, and it's not a working. I suspect. I don't want to. Sorry, I have a itchy nose. It's not working a 9-to-5 job. I don't think you're suited for a 9-to-5 job. But you have abilities, and you have a way of dealing with things that are going to help. You're very good at helping people. And you're going, oh, no, I don't want to do that. Well, sometimes what we're most afraid of is what we're best at. So it is time to see what we're really good at, and just allow yourself to do that. Okay.
Lightning Spark 100 asks, how does Evelyn feel about me at the moment?
She's so the energy that comes is and she kind of likes you, but there's no sense of urgency. There's no sense of, I really want to spend time with you at the moment. Okay. But there is a sense of that you're there, and she likes you. Okay.
Champagne C says, good morning, Eliz-sha and Elle.
Hi, Champagne.
Yasmin Fox says, hey, ladies, I want to know what kind of job I will get to do next.
Let's see. Well, I think it's a job you're going to be a little bit surprised about. It's one you know you're capable of doing, but it's not one that you actually have put energy out for. It's a job where you're going to be maybe in charge of a small group of people, maybe 2 or 3 people. I feel that it's something that you will be doing is it's sort of a supervisory job. Or maybe it's just simply that you will be training people, and they will learn from you as they're training. And so it's actually very interesting, and I think you'll find that it suits you, and you do have a talent for managing people. Like I said, I doubt that you always knew you could do it, but you never thought about doing it, is the feeling I get. But it's something that seems to be in your wheelhouse, as they say. And doing what, I don't know. But something you're really good at, and you can train. You're very, and you have the ability to teach others to do it. Okay. And if you don't have the knowledge now, doesn't mean you won't have the knowledge before you start.
Moonfeather asks, "Hi, ladies. How was your day? How has your day been so far? Just waking up."
Yeah, we just woke up and jumped on.
Zhao Fermino asks, "Hello, darling. Should I change my job?"
If you're not happy with it, you haven't been doing it for a long, have you? It takes a while. You might want to give this a bit more chance. But if you really hate it, then I'm not the one to ask. You're the one to ask. I do think you should give yourself a bit of time, because it takes like 3 months to learn for a situation to evolve. But if you're not happy, and you would probably know it already, so think about it seriously, and see what happens.
Ashley Vasquez says, "Hey, happy tears." Says, "I deserve everything that comes into my life that is positive from the highest good, God."
Yeah.
Malipala says, "Hi, Eliz-sha and Elle."
Hi.
Champagne C asks, "Get my daily question in, LOL. Can we see if I crossed Angel's mind today? Thank you, Eliz-sha."
You have, but less. Each day, as I said, he's moving on. So yes, a little bit more, yes. And but he is actively trying not to. He's actively finding other things to think about, and he's actively finding other things to do, and or not do, but yeah, basically do, so that his mind is fully occupied. So yes, but he has things he's doing. He's moving forward, and at this point, he's well, like I say, he's actively, and he's working very hard at it, being friendly with his group of compatriots or whatever, and and he's being very jovial. He's, like I said, he's moving forward. He's trying. He still thinks of you, but he's moving forward. And I've said that 5 times. Okay.
Malipala asks, "How do you see my future with Gemini?"
I think Gemini loves you. I think you're the one he wants to spend his life with. I also think Gemini is very scared of making commitments. So there is that. I think he's just. I think you're just going to find that he's slow, very slow and choosing, to the point where you get really frustrated. But at the same time, you're the one that he wants. You're the one that he wants. Except I'm out of tune. You don't have to agree with me. But yeah, you're the one that he wants, but he's not rushing, which is, well, it's a mistake on his part, but there's not much you can do about that unless you push his buttons a bit and say, hey, wake up. Time is a wasted.
Happy Tears asks, I wanted to know who this new guy into my life that keeps showing up in the cards. Who is this new guy that keeps coming up in my cards?
I can describe him. I can't tell you more than that. He feels like he's very fun-loving, which means he's a bit of a will-o'-the-wisp. He's hard to tie down. He likes fun. He likes joy. He likes happiness. Kind of runs away from negative emotions, which a lot of people do. He's actually got a good work ethic, which is very positive. Will not like to have too many rules in his life. Rules kind of scare him. So if you want him in your life, you don't plant rules in his way. Right, not off the bat anyhow. So he's one you reel in slowly. He's not one that you what's the word? He's not one that you just say, hey, come on, we're going to do this in life. Because he likes things. He likes joy. He likes happiness. He will want to do the fun things more so than he will want to put money in the bank. So if you want somebody who puts money in the bank but stays home, then he's not the guy for you. But if you want to do the fun things, like take that impromptu trip to Mexico for a weekend getaway or things like that, he's the guy for you. He's actually quite solid, and like I say, he's got a good work ethic, but he has every intentions of living his life fully, and that's basically all I can tell you.
Lori Dotson says hello, sending love
Hey,
to
Lori.
you and yours. Chandra Walker asks, hello, wish you all good vibes. I learned I still need to work on trust issues from my breakup with Daniel. What are the best steps to work on trusting myself? Please and thank you.
First of all, one of the most important things you can do is forgive yourself for making mistakes. Everybody blames themselves. You blame yourself probably for the breakup with Daniel. And you probably blame, basically you want to, once you can look at the situation and realize, yeah, maybe I did have something to do with it, but did I learn it? Did I learn from the situation? And with the answer is yes. And it's not always yes. Sometimes people make the same mistake over and over and over again. But if the answer is yes, then forgive yourself. And even with you've made this mistake 5 times or 1,000 times, if you've learned from it, then just accept that it's a good lesson. There's no such thing as mistakes. There's only lessons. And if you look at everything, the breakup with Daniel, the getting together with Daniel, if you look at it as a lesson, it becomes less huge, unless and you don't have to own it. So it is your it, it is your lesson. For me, it was just looking at the facts and rationalizing them, or realizing, I guess would be a better word than rationalizing, that everything I did had a reason. I learned from everything. I am today who I am because of the man I married. And I have to thank him for making me who I am, because I kind of like who I am. And that's another thing, is realize that you are who you are because of your situations that you've gone through in life. You're not less than, you're more than. And I wouldn't be talking to you today if I hadn't gone through many experiences and learned a great deal about life. So I am who I am because of what I have experienced. So look at yourself, realize that everything you've done is a lesson or experience, and you've gained a great deal from it, and it's worth, and that has given you more value. You're more valuable because of the lessons, not less valuable. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Good.
Moonfeather wants to know, and I'm paraphrasing because I'm not. Now I am. She wants to know, just wondering if my guides want me to work on anything at this time, please, and thank you.
Okay, work on something. This is interesting. They want you to actually work on being more intuitive. They think you have a really strong ability to, and they want you to practice more. And we're going to have to do an in-depth on building psychic abilities, I think. But yeah, they want you to build up your self-trust and knowing when what's that song? Know when to fold them.
Oh, the one that they had on Magnum the other day.
It's a Kenny Rogers song, and know when to walk away, know when to
know when to show them, know when to fold them. It's a poker song.
But it's also all about intuition. So just practice your intuition, and I don't know how to say that in a different way. Just practice your intuition.
If you join our Facebook group, if you haven't already, go on there and ask people to ask you simple questions that they might already know the answers to, so that they can confirm, yeah, you're spot on. Mm-hmm. It's a way to practice.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of groups out there that do that.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that.
Anyway, it's a suggestion. Find a group that will do that.
Yeah, there are hundreds of them out there where they practice and do readings and stuff. My group's more for education, but you can certainly, you're more than welcome to join, but everybody, but if Facebook will let me let you in, because Facebook is really not letting me let people in. I have had like 10 people in the last 20 days. And I got 3 people that that Facebook actually allowed me to join. But yeah, you can also you there's a lot of people in the group who also belong to these other groups where you have you read free reading modalities. You can join those groups too. I'm not 100% sure I like them. I don't know. It's just oh, I joined them and I had a few experiences that were kind of off-putting. I think because they don't charge, people take advantage of it. And one of the things that happened was, and that's when I left that group, was I did a reading for this woman, and she went to the bathroom in front of me. She had the courtesy to cover up the video, but still, it kind of put me off. And it's a lack of courtesy. So I'm sure not everybody's like that, but for me, that just turned me right off.
S. Starzy asks, "Hello, everyone. Everyone, Pisces here. Anything spiritual my guides want me to know. Thank you, and many blessings to you and yours."
Miss Starzy. So spiritually, they want you to allow the clean, and they specifically said clean energy to come into your higher crown, the crown chakra, and then the star chakra. Open up to allow the star chakra to open up and bring in fresh, clean energy. And you're not to do it all at once. You take your time, pull in a bit, feel comfortable, pull in a bit more, feel comfortable. At the same time, allow the old energy to move out. And you can allow that to go through your feet. What I recommend always is visualize roots, like tree roots, down to the center of the earth and take the old energy out. And then you want to bring the clean energy of the earth back up, because you are earth beings. You want to maintain a balance between star and a cosmic energy or universal energy and earth energy, because as I say, you're here now. You still want to be grounded in the earth. But that's the visual they gave me, is they would like you to start exchanging more energy and allow that to clean out. It will clean out beliefs. It will shift your perspective. So they're suggesting you do it not all at once, but slowly, patiently. And patience, as I said, is not something most people aspire to. But I will tell you, the slower you go, the faster you're going to arrive. And I've seen that happen over and over.
Nella P asks, "Is my Aunt Martha lying to me about not believing that I have a baby?" Can I ask, Nella, do you have a child that she should believe in?
Uh, I don't really know how to answer that, because the answer I get from your aunt is not yes or no, but it's also not necessarily productive. So, with you have a child, show her pictures. If you don't, and it's not that important. You know, you can choose your family. You can choose the people who are your family, the people who work with you. You don't have to be stuck with genetic family. Okay.
Zulemi R asks, will my boyfriend regret not giving me a ride this morning? We were arguing because of that earlier this morning.
He might regret it, but he's not going to take action on it. Because at this point in time, he's being, what's the word? He's defending his actions and being cranky about his actions. And honest to God, if he doesn't help you out, if he's not willing to treat you like you're important to him, go find somebody else. Just because it's you don't settle for somebody who's a lazy bum. Honest to God.
Miriam M asks, do I have any spiritual gifts?
Miriam M, everybody has spiritual gifts. Everybody. You wouldn't be down here if you didn't. You actually wouldn't be very interested in what's going on here at the moment if you didn't. What the C's, the clairs, the claircognizance. You have claircognizance, clairvoyance.
Audio?
No, claircognizance, clear thinking, clear. What I forgot what I said.
Clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance. You see things. And it might be that you see things inside your head rather than outside, but after a while that will develop. Work on it, practice, look up the clairs, the clairaudience, clairsentience, smelling. Everybody has these gifts. It's whether you choose to develop them and accept the fact that you have them and have the right to them will make the difference. And spending time around people who have these gifts will also open them up your gifts more. But yes, you're very, very strong in your gifts. It's just I feel that, and you already use your gifts. And clear knowing, that's the most powerful of gifts of all. It's just I know that I just know, okay? And with you, if you get a lot of, oh, I just know, that is already a very powerful gift, and it is the best one. And when I say it's the best one, that's not the best. It's just it is the strongest one. It's the one that most people want to have. They just simply know that this is the right answer. So trust yourself and go forward.
Jennifer Schwab asks, good morning, ladies. Hope you're doing well. Do my spirit guides have any important messages for me for the next couple of weeks? Thank you.
It appears that something fun and exciting is coming your way. And they're suggesting actually that, and I think I think they've sort of touched on this before. You're very good at looking after people. So allow yourself to have some fun, just fun for yourself. Okay.
Nancy W asks, I ordered my first tarot deck and separate guide manual to learn how to do tarot. Isn't it bad luck to buy yourself your first tarot cards?
No. I don't know where that started, but
stupid people started it.
Yeah, but no.
It's easier to learn tarot if it's a deck that calls to you directly.
Yeah.
And it's a private connection between you and your cards.
Yeah.
I've had people give me tarot cards and then I just ended up giving them away because they are not my deck.
Yep. And I don't know who told you that, but no.
It's a big misconception with a lot of people. I've had a bunch of people yell at me for buying my own deck and going, that's wrong. And their superstition is stupid and wrong. Well, is usually how I respond to that.
Yeah, because honest to God, who knows you better than you, right? And I don't know where that superstition started, but it is really just a superstition. Or should I say stupid stition? Because I have had people give me tarot cards. I never use them, ever. I only use the ones I choose. And if that's the case, then, hey, I shouldn't be reading because nobody bought me my first set of cards, and I went forward from it. I did get the writer right tonight, but at that time, that's the only deck that was out there. So that there was no choice because, it was many, many moons ago. But no, that's just and it's a frustrating one. I have had to talk. It's very frustrating when the people stop from doing things because of that belief. How many people could have been really great readers, but they couldn't do it because nobody bought them their first deck.
Take the plunge, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Mellow Yellow asks, hello, Eliz-sha and Elle, good to see you. How is the dismissal of the Lean looking?
I do think it will be a slam dunk. I don't think it's going to be huge. I think it's like I doubt it's a half-hour event. It could be they come in, they say, no, it doesn't count, and the judge shows it out. Or it could be that they have to go out and get signatures. But I do see Broomhilda being really, really, really angry. So I suspect it's looking good.
Lori Dawson asks, 3 cards, please. I finally got my Mystic Fire ring. Beautiful. My birthday gift to myself.
Oh, sweet. I bet you it is lovely. Three cards. Wrong way of dealing. Ah, interesting. Okay, so soon you're going to be in a position where you want to be. I think these cards are backwards, but that's the way they were pulled. Soon you're going to be in a position where you want to be, but be patient. There's things happening behind the scenes that you're unaware of that will be of benefit to you for work. So something is happening at work. I think this is how it should be read. Be patient because things are happening at work that it's a little slow and it's a little frustrating, but it will. But it's also, once it starts moving, you're going to be in a position that what you're looking for very shortly. So not bad, just not quick. Okay.
Barbara Spellman asks, my friend Miss Yambo wants to know if her and Giovanni will ever reconcile in the future.
The chances are not very high, to be honest. It would be much better for you to open yourself up to going forward and meeting somebody new. And I have a feeling that Giovanni, there's more to him than you realize, and what you don't realize about him is not as savory as you think it is. There's part of his personality that you don't really want to deal with. And you are lucky that the two of you broke up. You may not recognize it now. You will in the future. Okay, good luck with that.
Angel Wings asks, what message does Spirit have for me?
So, Angel Wings, they told you to get out there and fly. It looks to me that you're holding on to something that's a lead weight, and that if you could let it go, you would literally rise up very, very quickly and nicely. It is an idea, a belief, I think, that you're holding on to that it's not benefiting you. So if you can let go of this idea, and I suspect the idea has to do with self-worth, that you're not quite sure you deserve certain things, and your angels are saying you definitely deserve to be that spiritual being you truly are. And the only thing that's keeping you back is that you don't believe in it. You don't believe you're good enough. Well, one of the things that I do when I feel I can't get out of a spot is I step back and I look at myself as pure energy. And when I look at myself as pure energy, I realize that I am just simply part of the cosmos or universe, and everybody and everything in the universe is made out of energy, and it's all equal. So if you can trust yourself, trust the fact that you are equal, it is actually time for you to do that. Did that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Trust.
Lily Guild asks, so 2 summers ago, my best friend started dating Jordan behind my back. All my other friends turned on me, saying Jordan doesn't care or love me. I told them that he does. Was I right? He didn't know she was my best friend, and I told her how I felt about him and everything. But Jordan didn't know. I think I was right about him caring for me all along because of the twin flame connection.
So twin flames is very, very difficult, and and doesn't matter how much you love somebody. It's not necessarily meant for you to be together. I have a twin flame. I dreamt about him when I was a preteen. I met him about 20 years ago. I love him dearly. Would never live with him. Not in this lifetime. We would lose that love connection. And I agree. You probably are twin flames. What I'm getting out of this is more that it might be time to get a new best friend, and because that is not a best friend action, that is a that's somebody who's very selfish action. But at the same time, I don't think you're going to want to. I don't think you're going to want to spend to be more than really, really good friends with this guy. And it takes a while to get to the point to understand that friendship is better than you having a relationship with him and ending up hating him, because the way it works with twin flames, they know you so well that every little bump, tiny bump, it's like they take sandpaper, not the gentle stuff, and sand it down. And you do that to him, and he do that to you. So yes, I believe there is a strong connection. It's time to evaluate your friendship, but be very, very careful about the love energy. Okay.
AP asks, hey Alicia and Elle, should I meet MS in person in April?
I simply got a yes. I didn't say it was a good meeting, didn't say it was a bad meeting, but I simply got a yes.
Donna Thomas asks, my husband is involved in a lawsuit. A lady hit and injured him in his car. Now he has had an accident hitting a pole. What outcome do you see for this mess?
Well, him hitting a pole, unless it's caused by the first accident, shouldn't really affect him having an accident, unless they're trying to prove it was his negligence. But I would go to a specialist and make sure that him having the accident wasn't caused by damage he received from the first accident, because it could very well be related. The woman will use everything and anything she can, or her lawyer will, to get out of it. But the judge, unless the judge has been bought off, can see very clearly what they're trying to do. And I'm assuming it's a trial by judge rather than peers, because that's not usually a peer jury thing, I don't believe. The judge will have to follow the law, but I think the potential is that you will be awarded I don't know if it'll be as much as you want, but you will be awarded damages of how much I can't tell you.
Emily Aquine says, "Hi, Elisha and Elle. I would like to ask, how does Monty feel towards me?"
He likes you. He thinks you're fun to be with. Little bit unsure about getting into really, really in-depth, a powerful, into a relationship that's more than casual. He's thought about it, but he's not. There's an insecurity there about that sort of thing. So we're at 56 minutes.
Okay. Lori Dotson says, "I meditate and do yoga. Breathing helps a lot. Breathing through your core helps me ground during the day at work. Stress as a quality tech teach."
I have a feeling that this has something to do with promotion, though. Don't quote me on that, but I do think it's something else.
And I guess we'll end with Love Tarot Mail, since we only have 3-4 minutes left.
Yeah.
They say, "Hey," or they ask, "Hey, will I be dating M. Morris or someone else?"
Probably both. I think that you will probably date this guy, M. Morris, and I also think you will end up dating others for a while. It's doesn't appear that at the moment you're going. It's more like you're less interested in having a steady relationship and more interested in having a bit of fun at the moment. And I agree with you. You go out and have more fun rather than just thinking that you need to have a steady relationship. Okay.
And with that, thank you everybody for coming.
We will be back tomorrow. What time? Don't know exactly. But it'll probably be in the afternoon, or it might be fairly early in the morning, because we do have a lunch date.
We do?
Yes, we do. We're going out for dim sum.
All right. Forgot about that.
Yeah. And we don't get a chance to go to dim sum in our small town very often, so when we do, we grab it. Okay, so it could be very early in the morning or in the afternoon, late. Okay, so it's been a pleasure. And if you missed today, do whatever my daughter tells you to do, because I can't remember. Ring that bell.
Yeah, ring that bell for notifications. And if we didn't get to your question today, we'll try and get to it tomorrow.
Yeah. But right now, I'm kind of hungry. So, namaste, namasko. Good luck, everybody.
Bye, and hope to see you all again.
Well, yeah, mostly. It would be great.